Yo, 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 what's good, everybody? This your boy C Hendo. And man, of course, before I get to this, man, this dude right here, not only is he an NBA player, he's one of my favorite guys to talk to. He's a big time gamer. We're gonna talk about that Twitch channel that he has. He is with Wombo Sports as well, so we're gonna talk about that. But man, I got my guy S Dot. Seth Curry in the building. What's up, bro?
What's going on, bro? What's good with you?
Man. Just doing well, doing well. So man, quarantine life, man. Can you talk about the quarantine life?
I think we all in the same situation. It's everybody's just waiting, just trying to find stuff to do at home, trying to stay active, trying to stay productive at the same time while you can't go anywhere. So figuring out a lot of stuff to do around the house. You know what I'm saying? Getting a lot more time to just chill with my daughter, chase her around the house, but also try to get my work in the morning, try to stick to a routine, try to get my workouts done. And then for the rest of the day, just like I said, stay busy.
Yeah, man, because I know it's hard for you because like your whole thing is interacting with other people, obviously training, working
Yeah.
out, trying to get yourself ready. But I know it's tough for you, man. So before we get into this, like sit down, man, got to give a huge shout out to one of my good friends, Elijah. He turned 12 years old this weekend. So if you don't mind, man, I need you to give a shout out to my main man, Elijah.
Elijah, what's up, bro? Happy birthday, the Big 12, man. What's going on?
Man, much love, much love. So shout out to Elijah, man. But before we get into this, man,
Yes,
so
sir.
obviously you see behind me the war zone.
Yeah, I
So
see it.
man, so you know, like I'm watching, I'm actually watching somebody that's good. I watch
Yeah,
you as well, so I learn from you guys. I got to learn y'all moves just in case we match up.
yeah,
So can you talk about man your Twitch channel and obviously being with Wombo Sports?
yeah, man. It's exciting, bro. Like I said, during this quarantine time, I got more stuff, more time to do different stuff outside of play basketball. So, a few months ago, I teamed up with Wombo Sports. It's like a Twitch group that has a lot of entertainers, athletes. It's basically famous people who like to play video games in their spare time, and they set me up with my stream, and I'm just trying to get it rolling. I've only done a few streams so far, so I'm getting better. But the crazy thing is you don't understand how hard it is to stream until you do it, man. Like you trying to play, look at chat, talk to people, answer questions. So I think I'm getting better every time I stream.
So man, obviously, like I know you're a gamer, but what made you want to become a streamer? Because I know like that's a whole different lifestyle in itself. Because like I tried it. I mean, I'll do it every once in a while for fun, but like you're dedicated to this, man. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, I'm trying, man. Like I said, it's harder than it looks, but I think even if I wasn't streaming, I'd be playing a lot of video games at home. So I think it was a good time for me to combine playing video games and connecting with my fans and just having fun, man. It adds some extra element to it. Um, and during this time, it's a great chance to just keep my face out there, like I said, keep in touch with my fans and have them uh, give them an hour or two outside of the day to link up with hopefully one of their favorite players. So it's fun every time I get on.
All right. So besides obviously Call of Duty is probably the one game that you do stream, but what are some other games that you do play outside of that?
I play 2K. I think I played PUBG over the past couple of years the most. So
Yeah.
those are my three favorite games right now: PUBG, 2K, and Call of Duty.
Now I did notice lately you have been trying to get on the GTA.
Oh
So
yeah, yeah.
can you tell everybody? Because right now, me and Steph are part of a crew. We started a crew. We are in the midst of trying to recruit some guys. Can you tell everybody that we need some noble hands on this?
Yeah, we in the early stages. I got a lot of money, but my rank is super low. I haven't played it that much, so I'm still trying to work on the GTA. I got one of my homies that I grew up with who plays with me, so it's another game that I got time to pick up and have some fun on. So hopefully, Ciendo can carry me while I get my legs under me in GTA too.
All right. So obviously back to the quarantine life, man. So obviously congratulations, daughter and everything. Fan did want to ask how is your daughter and how's Callie doing?
The family's good, man. The family's good. Everybody's safe and healthy right now, which is the most important. But my daughter growing up fast, running around the house, giving us some attitude. So it's fun time right now. Being at the house, spending a lot more time with her than I would be able to if it was the season going on right now. So trying to take advantage of it.
And obviously, right now I'm looking scruffy. You know the homies in the building. Shout out to Barry, the Stars
Yes,
Barber.
sir.
Hey man, we got to put him on ransom, bro. We might have to figure out something. It's getting out of hand
Yeah.
now. We can't.
I
We
hit him
can't.
the other day. I was like, man, what I'll do for a cut right now, but nobody. My wife won't let nobody in the house, so he can't come through.
Yeah, so man, shout out to Barry and shout out to one of my good friends I went to school with as well. His name is Brandon Clean Cut Shaw as well. Y'all check him out as well. So man,
Yep.
he's a good dude as well. But man, let's get back to this game real quick. So let me ask you a question. If GTA decided to do a battle royale, I heard somebody mention this. I think it'd be crazy. Would you want to play that?
I think I like GTA the way it is, man. I like it. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a battle royale right now, but you can respawn. So I think it's enough battle royale games out there right now. Everybody trying to get into that business, and I think GTA got their own niche. They got it carved out, and they the best at what they do.
Man, so what advice would you give someone that's playing Call of Duty? Because like you, I'll give it to you, man. You have a certain way you play. You play at a certain pace, and you pretty consistent on how you play. What advice would you give someone that wants to be good at Call of Duty, especially Warzone?
I would say, man, just play, figure out your own style, man. Just have fun with it. I'm not sure I'm the greatest guy to give advice because I'm really average when it comes to the game, but I would say play a lot, watch a lot of streamers, and figure out the way they play, and then try to do your own thing once you get on the sticks.
All right, so good question from Shay. So if you didn't play basketball, what would Seth Curry be doing?
I mean, I like to think I would have something to do with sports. You know, what I mean, I love the game of basketball growing up. Even if I wasn't able to play, I like to either be on the business side of sports or I'm saying coaching or something like that. So I think I got a good mind for the game, a good mind for business, and growing up and try to make those two intertwine. So to say specifically, I don't know, but something in that realm.
Man, so one good question I do have for you, man, and obviously shout out to my guy KG Stoney. Shout out to Austin,
Yes, sir.
Under Armour, man. So the Curry Seven. Obviously, this is the Super Soaker joint, the Nerve joint. I love this joint right here. I got like several pairs of these, man. Can you talk about this shoe? This is a dope shoe.
Yeah, the Curry Seven is dope. You pull that, show them that again. The Super Soaker that colorway went well with our city jerseys this year. And we
Man,
had
it did.
the crazy neon color, so I wore those a couple times when we wore those jerseys. But yeah, the Curry Seven is a comfortable shoe. My favorite one so far, outside of the one. My one, the Curry one is the OG, my favorite one. But that's my second favorite, I would say. Just the comfort level, and they came out with a lot of nice colorways, and I was able to do some nice PEs this year too.
So obviously we talked about this in one of our interviews this year, but man, I think the coolest thing about the shoe and its colorways were you were able to get a couple of friends involved and you were able
Yeah,
to get them to put their little touch on it, man. For the people that didn't see that, could you explain to them how important that was for you?
yeah, I did. I started doing it last year, but I mean this year it grew even more. Early in the season, before the season started, actually I sent the shoe out to a couple of my friends and family members and told them to customize and make their own colorway and put whatever writing they wanted to put on it. And I'll wear it a few times throughout the year, sign it, and then I give it to them, and they can do whatever they want with it. So they made some dope colorways for me. Had some of my best games this year in them, and try to continue to do that as we go forward.
All right. So speaking of games, man, obviously the Mavs, I think definitely for me, I picked you guys obviously be in the playoffs, and maybe that's my homer bias on that, but I picked you guys to be in the playoffs. But you guys really made a mark before everything was sort of shut down. Can you talk about the team, man, and what you guys did this off season to get going?
And it was a special year. I'm saying we didn't have a lot of expectations coming into the season. They just wanted to see us get better and hopefully have a chance to make the playoffs. So for us to come together like we did early in the season with a lot of people playing well and our team basically solidifying ourselves in the playoffs early in the season, it meant a lot. So we were able to keep growing and grow our expectations of what we wanted to do this year. And I mean, it sucks that we weren't able to finish the season the way we wanted with the suspension and all that. But hopefully, if we do get a chance at the playoffs, we'll hit the ground running and upset some people. If not, we'll come back next year and be even better because we got some pieces that are young and going to continue to grow.
Shout out to Josiah G, man. He had a good question for you. So he wants to know, how does it feel to play with two guys like Luca and KP?
Yeah, man, it's great. First of all, they're two young dudes who love to play. Much like myself, they have a lot of fun out on the floor. Real competitive. They work hard. And I mean, that's the basis of what you want in your two best players. And then after that, they play well off each other. They're selfish and they make it easier for guys like myself. So I'm saying I try to go out there, spread the floor for them, make their life easier. And I think that's why we have such a good team this year. Is everybody we got a deep team, a lot of dudes that can play, but Luke and KP lead the way every single night of bringing that offensive punch and not backing down. We're on a big stage, so I mean, when you're in the league, it's a star-driven league, and we got two of the best players in the league leading our team.
Man, I know it had to been disappointing this year because when I was looking at 3-point contest, I was like, how the hell is the guy that I think he has one of the top percentage, if not the top percentage, in the 3-point contest? I know you wanted to be there, man. Did you want to
Nah,
be in the three
I did
point
it.
contest?
Nah, I didn't, man. I shot in the last year in my hometown in Charlotte, and this year I was like, man, even if I didn't get invited, first of all, but even if I did get invited, I didn't really want to go this year for whatever reason. Felt like I needed that break, that rest to get out of the country and just kick my feet up, and I'd rather do that than go to Chicago and take part in a 3-point contest. But hopefully going forward, I continue to get another chance to hopefully win one.
Man, so I had a good question. So one of the fans had a good question, and he wanted to know. And I've seen you train before, so like I've seen you pregame. Your pregame regimen is like damn near practice. I think personally, like you go through a lot doing pregame just to even get ready for the game. But how many jumpers or how many shots do you take on average when you're training? Like, is there a certain kind of amount of threes you take, or you just take them until you get tired?
Now, I mean, I got a good feeling of what I need to do during the season. It goes up and down based on how my legs are feeling throughout the season. But in the off season, I try to make. You know what I'm saying? I go off make, so it's not about me shooting. It's how many I make in a certain workout. So try to make like 3, 4, 500 a day, and just have a consistent routine of what I'm doing.
Man, like obviously storied history with your family. You know, your dad being one of the best shooters in NBA history, and then obviously you have your brother, then you. Like, there has to be some like in y'all primes. I know everybody wants to ask you. I see the questions in y'all primes. I know you're gonna say you, and I kind of have a feeling it will be you as well. Not because you're my homie, but I know your competitive spirit. If y'all all win that 3-point contest right now, who gets it? Everybody's prime.
I'm gonna say, no, you know what I'm gonna say, man. It's me, but I mean that's the great thing about our family. Everybody can shoot the ball, and it's gonna be a competition. So even
So
my pops to this day, he can still shoot it.
man, that's yeah. I've seen that. Like I seen him at like one of the home games. He shot. I'm like in a suit, and I'm like, man, I can't make wearing
Yeah,
a tank top. So that's crazy. But one thing I do know that I think about your game that's really good that a lot of people don't talk about is your ball handling skills and your playmaking ability. Your passing is something that shout out to my boy C's. We call him international C's. I don't know if y'all call him that. We call him international C's. Shout out to C's, man. Me and him always talk about things. I told him, I said, you're one of the better passers that I've seen in these last couple of years come along. Can you talk about that, man? How important for you to be able to be a playmaker, not only just as being a guy that can shoot, but being a playmaker as well?
yeah. I think that's. I mean, I feel like I got a well-rounded offensive game. I can do everything pretty well. Obviously, I'm a great 3-point shooter, and that's the basis of my game. But I mean, for me to be in the NBA, I had to develop a lot more than that. I can't. I mean, people not gonna leave me open. Just let me shoot the ball. So I got to figure out other ways to impact the game on offense and uh, continue to work on my ball handling, my playmaking, like you said, being able to put the ball on the floor, and even work on my ISO one-on-one game has been a huge key in my success in the league so far. So, like I said, I try to be a well-rounded offensive player.
Man, so one thing I do know as well, also defensively, you love playing defense. And I know you be chirping out there. Look, I be watching. I watch your close. You be chirping out there, man. So when you look at matchups, who are some guys that you play against that are tough matchups? Obviously, the league is surrounded by every night. There's a dog on the court at that position that you play. But
Yeah.
who are some of the matchups that you look at that are tough matchups?
I mean, I think, like you said, man, it's hard to say because the point guard position is where I defend every single night. So I mean, that's the toughest position in the league right now. Every team got a scoring point guard that you can't have any nights off. But I think the toughest guys to guard are the guys who do in constant motion, don't stop, real shifty. I'm saying like the big strong dudes, they're gonna do what they do, but I feel like that's a little bit easier for me to guard than the guys who run all over the place. Like I'm saying, you got your Stephs, your Dames, who can play pick and roll. Kyrie's who are real shifty, can play pick and roll, but can also come off screens and shoot the ball. So um, those are the guys that kind of give you the most problems. But at the point guard position, it's everybody.
Man, so back to the Mavs real quick. Obviously, we talked about KP and Luca. But when I look at this team, it's just so many guys that can do so many things. Like you have like Maxey, who hustles and he can rebound, play good inside. Then you get guys like Dodo that do everything, glue guys. You got Courtney. When you look at the team outside that, who is one guy on the team that you obviously you guys look at the news, you guys look at things on ESPN, you look at guys like me and see what we're saying. But is there a particular guy on the team that doesn't get a lot of credit? Or just like in general, all the guys that you can name, like is there a particular guy that you look at like, man, he deserves a lot more love than probably what he gets?
I mean, the great thing about our team, we're so deep. That's why we're good. We have full bench units sometime on the floor that are competing against starting groups, and even when some of our guys go down, we won some big games and we're short-handed. So I mean, we're a deep team, but I think, like you said, Dodo is one of our key guys who's kind of unsung around the league and not really known nationally, but he's, I mean, one of the best defenders at his position. He can shoot the ball. He plays a huge role, plays big minutes for us, and guards the best player on the other team every night. So, I mean, I think he need to get a little bit more credit around the country than he does.
All right, so shout out to one of the bigger Mavs fans that I know, Chris Lopez. He had a question. So Mavs did a poll recently where they did their all-time starting five. And the
Yep.
all-time starting five had Jet, Dirk, Tyson Chandler, Jason Kidd, and Luca. If you could put a six man on there or anybody in general, who would it be? I mean, you can say yourself if you want to, but who else? Who would be a six man on the all time
Nah,
team?
I'm not gonna say myself. I think I'll put JJ, probably JJ Barea in there. I mean, I know Jet is the ultimate six man in his role, but he already on the team, so I put JJ in there. He's been with the Mavs for a long time, one of the key guys on that championship team. So I think, I mean, he might have his jersey in the Raptors one day, just with his story being undrafted at his size and playing as long as he did and being as effective as he even is to this day. I mean, you gotta give him his credit.
Man, so like when I I'm gonna go back to your earlier part of your career. So like I obviously been following you, Golden State, Sacramento, different teams, and just coming into the game, and you kind of made your own mark. Because I understand in your situation, it's kind of like got to come behind Big Brother, and then like Big Brother has his name, but you always remain consistent. You worked hard, and a lot of guys don't do the. Can you talk about the grind to get, where you're at now? Because man, your story is like it's a unique story. I think.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what makes it special. It's not like I was first round draft pick. Everybody knew I was gonna be in this position my whole life. You know what I'm saying? I had to work for everything at every level. I had to work to make the high school team. I had to work to play at Duke. I had to work to even get an opportunity in the league, and I'm continuing to work to stay in the league. So, I mean, I think people who know my story it's about hard work and playing a long game and eventually making the most of your opportunities.
All right, man. So, like, one thing I will say about the Mavs team, I felt like there was a coming out game this year, and it was early in the season. And I think that game versus LA on the road. Did you
Yeah.
guys like? Was there a certain game this year where you realized like, all right, we are the real deal? Because I remember that game. I think that was like the game you went. Like everybody was just clicking that game. I believe somebody may have been injured, but like for the most part, you guys really gave it to the Lakers. Was there a game this year that you looked at when you looked at the Mavs and your team been on the court, obviously, that you like, yeah, we may be a problem for the league.
It was a Lakers game, but that was the second time we played the Lakers you're talking about. I think it was the first time. When we lost it. I think we lost in overtime. You know what I'm saying?
With Shaq.
Dwight held me and
Yeah.
Danny hit the three. But I think, I mean, we competed. We knew we was competing with the one of the best teams in the league that night, and I mean, it was on national TV, a big stage, and we really won that game. So I think that was the moment where everybody on the team was like, yeah, we got a chance this year to be special. And from then on, we just kept it going.
All right, so another person want to ask favorite teammates you played with during your career. Do you have any particular teammates that stand out for you? Obviously, playing in Portland, you had Dame, CJ, and those guys, and then obviously in Sacramento, you had Boogie and other guys, and you
Yeah.
know, You know, are there some teammates that you had some notable teammates?
Yeah, I mean, I think. I mean, last year we had a special team in Portland with a lot of guys. But I think one guy is Evan Turner. I mean, saying his leadership and his just being around him every day. I learned a lot from him. One of my good friends in the league now. Um, I think just I mean him and Rudy Gay, who took me under his wing when I was a young guy in Sacramento. I think those are two guys I learned the most from, and I mean they really played a big role in helping me get to this point.
All right, so obviously in the downtime right now, a lot of people are asking this, and I see a lot of polls. If Steph Curry had a top three players all time, who is in
Yeah,
your top three all time?
my top three players all time: MJ. I got MJ, Bron, and I'm a three. I mean, I'm gonna go. I'm probably gonna go Shaq, man. I get Shaq my three. They're
Yeah,
my
and
two.
that's a good one.
Yeah, that you got MJ, Bron. I think that's a lock for the top two, but that third one is somebody that I go back and forth with a lot of people.
So when you look at like NBA 2K, and I think this is something that's unique because I ask a lot of players this when they're playing 2K, it's almost like watching film. When you see yourself on 2K, how do you think about yourself as like a player? Do you look like yourself? Obviously, the looks, the movements, the shots. What do you think about yourself on 2K? And this is also good because 2K will see this.
Yeah, I think they look down pretty much. They can make some little updates here and there on the way I look, but I mean, as far as the graphics and the look, they got it down. I don't like the way I don't like my shooting form on the game and the way I move. But I mean, it's always fun to play with myself and watch the ratings go up and down throughout the season depending on how you're playing. So I mean, they definitely. I mean, I feel like honestly they took a couple steps back with the game this year, but I mean, I feel like they always bounce back.
Yeah. So in the competitive spirit, shout out to Marlena. She wanted to know how is it to play against your brother? Because I think that like obviously there's always competitive spirit between you guys. You guys are super competitive. But I know when it gets on the court, everything changes. Can you talk about just actually playing against your brother? Because I know you probably beat him one on one several times that nobody knows about. But can you talk about just playing him against him in the actual game and how that feels?
It's weird, man. The first time it was definitely weird because I mean, for the past few years, we work out in the summer. We haven't played as much on one recently, but I mean, I always want him to play well whenever you're watching him play. You want him to play well. You want the Warriors to win personally, and when we match up, it's the complete opposite. It's my job to go out there and guard him and try to shut him down or whatever. And obviously, we want to beat him. So, I mean, I know it's fun entertainment for the fans in the NBA, but when we get out there on the floor, it's all competition.
All right, so obviously there was a 2K tournament. Now, if we decided, I think they've already done like a Warzone or like a Call of Duty tournament, and I was pretty upset. And I hit up a few people that were involved in that. But if you were to get involved into the Call of Duty tournament, where is Seth Curry in this? Is he top three, or is he going to be the top dog?
I'm up there I'm in the top five. I ain't gonna say I'm the best. I got a lot of work to do, but I'm in the top five.
Who do you think like obviously that you play with online or guys that you've seen play in the NBA? Who do you think are some pretty good gamers, man, that you've seen?
I haven't seen a lot of dudes to be honest. I'm saying I'm not close friends with a lot of guys in the league, so I don't play with a lot of dudes around the league. But the people I have played with or have seen, Myers Leonard is really good. I know he streams now. He just did a 24-hour stream the other day, but I know he's one of the best dudes I've seen that are in the NBA.
All right, so obviously we did talk about this before on the interview, but you said you wouldn't mind being on Grand Theft Auto. But let's just say if GTA does a Modern Warfare 4, what would it be? 5? I don't know, Black Ops 5 or whatever. Would you want to be the headlining person for that game versus GTA? Because I know GTA is super huge, but if you had to pick the new Call of Duty that would come out for the next gen or Grand
I'm
Theft
gonna Call of Duty.
Call of Duty.
I'm gonna Call of Duty. I think isn't Call of Duty bigger than GTA as far as the amount of people that play it.
I would say yes, but the longevity of this GTA 5 is
Oh
crazy.
yeah, I
Is this
mean
GTA
yeah.
5? I've never seen nothing like this before where
Yeah, GTA never goes out of style. Like you can play that for 5, 10 years.
man, so outside of that, man, like Music-wise, I know obviously you love music as well. What do you listen to these days?
I'm always listening to Drake. You know what I'm saying? He give you all the. I say he like the most versatile artist. He play the 1 through 5 musically. Like he sing, rap. You know, he do it all. So I'm always listening to Drake, Future, Thug, Gunner, all those different guys. So and then I get my throwback R&B bag here and there. So I listen to everything.
So for those that don't know this, also we're gonna switch sports. He is a diehard Carolina Panthers fan, and I was noted of this years ago.
Yeah.
No more Cam Newton, man. Can you talk about that?
Man, it's sad, man. Cam Newton, my Under Armour brother, you know, my quarterback, they got him out of there. But I mean, I know he's gonna bounce back. He's got to get healthy, and he'll be one of the best quarterbacks in the league again. But we got to. I forget what's the new quarterback we got in there from the Saints. Bridgewater, Teddy Bridgewater. Yeah. That's our new guy. So we getting behind him and a new coach who supposedly gonna bring an exciting offense. So I mean, I'm riding with my Panthers no matter who we got. That's the hometown team, so I'm supporting.
So do you have like 3 favorite players from the Carolina Panthers? Obviously, Cam definitely has
Yeah.
to be in the equation. But is there 2 other guys?
Nah, Cam is not in there. You talking about like all time?
All time, yeah.
Yeah, nah, Steve Smith is one. That's my favorite NFL player of all time. Steve Smith one. You got Luke Kuechly. That's my guy. Luke Kuechly, and then probably Thomas Davis, man. Thomas Davis, the one of the OGs. I don't know if he retired, but he switched teams this year. So those are my 3 guys.
Man. So favorite meal. Do you have a particular favorite meal that you like, man? Like, I know a lot of guys like pasta, they like pizza, different things like that. What is Seth Curry's favorite meal?
My favorite meal is hibachi steak from like a Benihana type place. So my wife just figured out how to make it at home, and I've been eating a lot of it during quarantine. So that's the favorite meal.
So this is another good question from Chris. So he asked, so Jalen played Luca in FIFA and lost. Luca talked crap obviously to him. Now, if you were to play FIFA and get good at it, do you think you could beat Luca in FIFA?
I mean, I think so. I used to play FIFA a lot. I used to be nice, but I ain't played it in probably 2-3 years. So I'm not trying to play it no time soon.
All right, so shout out to my guy Chad Major. He want to know, and he's a huge Curry fan in general. Just both of you guys, just let you know that. But this guy wanted to know. I won't use the line, but if you have a favorite Jay-Z song.
Favorite Jay-Z song? Man, so many, man. I can't, like, my homie says it's a Jay-Z line for any situation. So, you know what I'm saying? I've used so many in my time. I can't really name one. My favorite album is the Black Album, obviously. And then Reasonable Doubt after that. But I don't know my favorite song.
All right, so shout out to my guy Adam Switch. And I know y'all see the toilet paper back there. That is not a lot of toilet paper. That's actually, man, that's not that lot. Trust me.
Well, you hoarded toilet paper, my boy?
Bro,
that's crazy.
Bro, that's 12 rolls, bro. That is 12 rolls.
Come on, man. Save some from everybody else.
Man, hey, if y'all want to come get some, come get some. You know how hard it was for me to get that toilet paper? That took weeks.
You trying to flip toilet paper? How much a roll gonna cost me?
Shit, I wouldn't do that. I needed some. I almost bought some from somebody, bro. Like Amazon canceled order twice.
Need a hand sanitizer.
Man, I got one big thing of sanitizer. I got you. If you want me to send you some, I got a.
Nah, we good over here.
All right, cool. But shout out to our boy Skylar in Dallas, man. He made this shirt. I got to get it to you.
Okay.
Man, we're gonna get this to you. It's Dallas, man. This is tough, man. So shout out to my boy Scholar. So Adam would ask before you hot side on the toilet paper thing. Do you play Overwatch?
No, I never played it.
Man, so if the Mavericks had a tournament of a random game, and obviously that means you don't know the game, a lot of guys wouldn't know the game. What are your chances of winning the game because you just know
very high. I can figure stuff out. Like if I'm not obviously I can't play the stuff I don't play, but I mean if you give me a week, give me some time to work on it, I'm gonna figure it out.
Now I know the answer to this because I got both, but I want to ask you this. And shout out to Guru 007, PS4 or
Yeah.
Xbox.
Xbox. I mean, I got both too. I bring my PS4 on the road sometimes, but I'm an Xbox guy.
Yeah, I can't look. I got both, but like it seems like more people play Xbox than PlayStation, and it seems
You
like it's
think?
easier online.
I always feel like more people play PS4 when I'm asking random people like, which one you got? Everybody say PS4 outside of the people I normally play with.
Man, so I got a good another question for you right here. So, what was your determining factor to come back to the Mavs? And shout out to Paul, man, for asking this question because obviously you had to make a return to the
Yeah.
Mavericks. What was your determining factor to come back?
I mean, there's a lot of things when you're going through free agency. You got a lot of different factors that play into it. Whether it comes to contract situation, where you want to live, where your family want to live, your role on the team. You know what I'm saying? So, I think the biggest thing was obviously I like the city of Dallas is good. I mean, I wanted to come back and live here, but outside of that, I knew I would have a good role in the offense and the system, and I'm familiar with the organization. So I think that helped me come in and hit the ground running. Um, and like I said, I feel comfortable.
So obviously it doesn't matter what matchup you guys did have in the playoffs, but we did talk about this. But Amy did have a question. Obviously the Mavs were a playoff team or are a playoff team considering the season suspended. But I'm gonna add on to this question. Is there a particular matchup you would want to have? Like, I mean, obviously you don't care, but is there a particular matchup you would say, you know what, just because of the attraction to the team or something like that that you would be looking forward to?
Uh, no, not a particular matchup I would like. You know what I'm saying? It's comes to playoffs, you just want to be in the playoffs, and then you want to have a chance to make a long run. So last year was my first year in the playoffs. It was nothing like it when it comes to intensity and playing on that stage every night. So I mean, obviously, I feel like last year we played in some of the worst cities in the playoffs, so that might have helped us play better. But like we were in OKC, then went to Denver. I mean, Denver and Golden State was solid, but we started out at OKC and there wasn't nothing to do there but lock in for the game, so that's good.
All right, so obviously Marlena had another question, good question. So NBA considered about bringing horse back to some of the competition or doing a horse competition. Would you want to do something like that? And who would be the player that you think in the NBA today that could win a horse game?
I mean, I'm not even saying this because of my brother, but Steph he like the king of horse shots, man. I always say he like the luckiest dude on earth when it comes to making some shots. So uh, I think he would be the guy that would be fun to watch in horse, but I would definitely play in it. You know what I'm saying? Anything to get me back in the gym and shooting the ball again right now, I would welcome.
All right, so Adam wanted to know NBA and expansion. If we could get international teams such as Mexico City, would you be happy about? Would you want to see something like that? More expansion, like a team in the international kind of thing in the NBA?
As long as it's close. I mean, you want to see the game grow and more people get involved and have more cities have teams, but I mean, I don't want to fly 10 hours to play a regular season game. So we played in Mexico City. I played it 3 times already in my career, and I mean, it went well. So I'd love to see like the NBA expand and open it up to new cities.
And shout out to Reddit Mavs, man. Shout out to Reddit Mavs, one of the biggest platforms out there. They show you mass love on there, man. So shout out to Mavs Reddit and the whole Mavs Reddit family on there as well. But man, so like obviously the number 30, that's a big deal for you guys and your family in general. Obviously, Dale, your brother, and you. I mean, you did have to go a couple of years, and I think I actually got one of the jerseys here. Shot. Appreciate this. This is getting
Yes,
funny.
sir.
But man, I might get a Mavericks one because I'm gonna have a hard time. People already give me shit about that now when I show it to them. But
Yeah,
when you when you
31, man.
what does the number 30 mean for you, man?
It means everything. It's a family number, man. It's the number we grew up watching my dad wear. So I mean, ever since I picked up a basketball, I wanted to wear number 30, and finally able to get it once I got to Duke, playing in it, and I mean, I feel like I'm playing it ever since. So it's the family number.
So growing up, obviously you had a chance to be around NBA guys. And was there a particular player when you saw him as a kid, you were like, oh my God, it's him? And I think I kind of know because it was around that time, but is there a particular player that you saw you were like, I can't believe I'm actually next to this guy, or now that you look at it, you were like, wow, I was next to that guy?
Uh, I'm not like when I was a kid. I was we were always in locker rooms, so I wasn't really shocked to see anybody. I was like T Mac was my favorite player. He played on my dad's team for a year,
Yeah.
so I mean, looking back on it, it was cool for me to be around T Mac and Vince when they were young in Toronto. But when I was a kid, they were just the guys. Like they were like my friends, so it was it was a little different.
Man, so Chris G, shout out to Chris G, man. So obviously we talked about playing against, playing against Steph, but I think it's pretty cool that your mom and your dad, y'all do, they do the reverse jerseys, or like the side by side jerseys.
Yeah,
I mean, as you being the person that's on the floor, and then you see that in the crowd, I know you got to be hoping that, man, they better be room for me more here, because it's crazy. Because like, how do they even manage that? How do you think they actually manage that? Because man, like obviously, like you got both your boys out there, but like, man, how does that even work? I can't
I mean,
imagine it.
it was probably nerve wracking. I know they said they were happy when the series was finally over. They could relax and just enjoy basketball. But yeah, it was cool, man. That's the biggest thing about that series was just having our family be able to watch us both on the court at the same time. And I would say it was probably bigger for our family than it was for us. I mean, we're going out there doing our jobs, but to just see our whole family watching that series and see us in the Western Conference Finals competing is something that probably won't happen again for a long time.
All right, shout out to the homie said Parker. Of course, he's a Duke guy. Brotherhood, of course. I'm
Yes,
not
sir.
opposed to Duke, so I'm gonna let you go in there and talk Duke. So you know how I feel about. Look, man. Look, there's no. I'm not a Carolina fan either, so people can get that out. But
Nah,
look,
it's
man,
cool to hate Duke for some reason. I don't know why. Like everybody, as soon as you hear Duke, they people got no affiliation with Carolina or Duke. They think it's cool to hate Duke all of a sudden. I don't get it.
man, are there any like when you look at Duke, like man, so many great players, but like obviously Christian Laettner and Grant Hill come to mind. But is there any other like Jay Williams? Is there any like standout players for you that you look at Duke when you think about that brotherhood, that history?
Yeah, I mean, growing up in Charlotte, I was 3 hours away from Carolina and Duke, so I mean, I like both teams growing up. So watching Duke, Trajan Langdon was my guy. You know what I'm saying? That was the guy I wanted to be
But
like. He was a bucket, a shooter, a scorer. Him and JJ Redick were my two guys who I love to play,
now I will admit, man,
love to
I
watch play.
Trajan Langdon was a problem. I mean, I think he's doing something with the Pelicans now, if I'm not mistaken. And
Yeah,
Langdon was a
he
problem.
like assistant GM for the Pelicans. But
Yeah,
funny
he's
thing
he,
about funny Trajan Langdon story, I like that was my guy growing up. Like I said, watching the play, and I think it was like when I first got to Duke, he was like on his last about to play his last year overseas, so he was playing pickup with us. I'm like, that's my guy, Trey. First time meeting him, playing against each other, and I like the first game, I came down on his I'm guarding, came down on his foot and sprained my ankle, and I was hurt for like 2 weeks. But I'm saying he's still my guy, even though he hurt me.
I'm about to give him a hard time about that one. Yeah,
You
you
probably don't
are
even
my guy
remember it.
now. We ain't out here trying to hurt nobody now. I know you didn't do it on purpose, but shout out to Leland, man. So obviously, before transferring to Duke, were there any other schools that came to mind for you? Like,
Yeah. Yeah, when I was transferred from Liberty, I wanted to be close to home playing the ACC. So I think I was either gonna go to Duke, Wake Forest, or Clemson. So those are my schools I was looking at.
man, so back to like NBA ball, and we were talking ball handlers the other day. When you look at like some of the all-time ball handlers, like for me personally, I think Kyrie is obviously a guy that we all can both say that like has some of the greatest like ball handling that we've seen. I think your brother is definitely one of the better ball handlers that we've seen. Isaiah Thomas. I mean, we got a coach in Dallas that has a crossover named after him. Sham
Yeah.
guy. We work with him a lot. When you look at the NBA and Jamal Crawford, of course, when you look at the NBA, who are some of the best ball handlers you ever seen?
Yeah, those guys you named obviously up there. Um, you got Steve Nash, you know what I'm saying? Steve Nash's ball handling he ain't really hit you with all the crazy crossovers all the time, but for him to handle the ball in traffic, be able to pick it up with both hands, pass it with both hands, that's part of ball handling. So I think Steve Nash is up there, an underrated guy.
Man. So obviously, I know we talked about this as well in one of our interviews, but we all know the sudden passing of Kobe was a big deal for all of us. And I think coming back after the days after that was crazy. I think it's even more crazy than what's going on right now because it was just a numb feeling, man. But like obviously you being in the league, being involved with the league, your dad and stuff, playing against him, and you had a chance as well. Can you talk about Kobe's impact and what he meant to you?
I mean, Kobe is Kobe. Like he a legend. He's one of those guys when you just around him, you're in his presence. He got like a different aura about him, a different swagger, and you know what I'm saying you always want to listen to him when he came around. But yeah, we actually funny thing we got the same birthday, so uh, it was cool growing up. Just to always say I had the same birthday as Kobe.
Man, so when you back to Chad, another good question. So we were talking about food earlier. He said if he goes to Charlotte, what's the best eat like to eat food at? What would you recommend him going?
My favorite food is hibachi, like I said earlier. So I got a secret hibachi Japanese steakhouse spot but I don't want to throw the name out there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Put
I'm
everybody
out.
on my spot.
He said it's a spot. All right,
Yeah.
So Sam had a good question, man. So obviously I put you in this category of being one of the underrated guys in the league. But when you look across the league, are there any guys that you look at that may not be a household name or even an all-star, but very underrated skill-wise or just like on the court?
Yeah, I mean for sure. I mean we have like I said earlier, we got one in Dodo who's underrated and he got a huge role on our team and doesn't get the necessarily love around the country that he should, I feel like. But I mean everybody got a guy that's respected in the league that doesn't get that respect. I mean on a national scale for whatever reason. But I mean I gotta think about it a little bit more to give you some names.
Man, so Leland had another good question. So there's a move that you do. It's like a euro. Man, I've seen you do it a few times this year where you get to the rack, and I don't know how you were able to pull it off in such an awkward angle. But was there a move growing up that you learned that was what was the hardest move, but you now mastered that move, or is that particular move that was hard for you to develop, but you developed it?
I think my not really a move, but it's a finish. I think my floaters is a huge thing for me. Just being able to get by the lane and not having to meet big guys at the rim, just shooting my floater over and over. It just take a lot of practice to master that touch. So one things I continue to work on a lot that I've continued to grow. And that was hard for me at first, but with a lot of practice, I've been able to add that to my game.
So Amy also want to know. Obviously, you had a chance to play with Dirk, but like as a fan of basketball, or even like off the court, was there a favorite Dirk moment for you?
Yeah, I mean, from just being watching Dirk, obviously his final run, I think it was 2011, or was it?
Yeah.
When they won the championship. Yeah, his finals run where he just made a lot of big plays down the stretch. Just was I mean, everybody wanted Dirk to win a championship and get that monkey off his back. So watching him do that against the Heat, that was probably my favorite moment, even before I met Dirk and had him as a teammate.
All right. So before we get out here, we gotta play a game, and I'm gonna make sure when we are all safe to go out to get you this game. It's a hip hop game called Got Bars. So basically, it's not trivia so much. It is trivia, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ask you more opinionated questions, and
All
you
right.
gotta you gotta give me answers on these, and it's gonna get difficult. So we're gonna switch it up real quick, and we're gonna get there. But beyond that, you did say Drake is one of your favorite. What do you think about that new Drake song?
I like it, man. I like it. Some people don't mess with it like that, but I think he got a specific goal. And like I said, he a versatile artist. He can do whatever. And he made the dance song. He made the best dance song out right now. So he got TikTok going crazy.
All right, are you starting a TikTok?
Nah, that's
Man,
not for me. I
I
will
know.
not be. You gonna catch me on TikTok?
I was gonna say I know. Yeah, I said you too cool for that one. I can't imagine you starting TikTok.
Yeah.
I think our boy C's is starting one. I think C's starting. He better now. You know he like to dance. Shout out to C's,
Nah, he
but
can dance though. So
man, that
his
boy.
might be ill.
Hey, he caught me off guard when he did. I think he did a video with Kyrie one time. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I was like, what is this? But all right, so here it is. Got bars. We're gonna have a good. This is more opinionated questions. Who is the current king of hip hop? I think that's easy because you already said a certain person.
Jay
But who?
Z.
Jay
Jay
Z.
Z.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I agree with you, Jay Z. I think if you don't count Jay Z, I guess you probably could say Drake is the king of hip hop.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
It's
So
still Jay Z.
So between these two artists, Gucci Mane or Jeezy?
Jeezy.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
One
slow
must
down.
go. 21 Savage, Little Uzi, Kodak Black, or Lil Baby.
Uzi.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna say this one for last. I'm gonna say these two for last. All right. Let's see. Okay. We're gonna make this one. Now you already gave your one and two, but rank these Jay-Z albums in order, and it's five. We got the Black Album, Blueprint Volume 3. I'm sorry, Volume 3, the Blueprint 1, Reasonable Doubt, or 444.
So I got Black Album, Reasonable Doubt. The other, I think Blueprint.
Yeah, the
After that,
Reasonable. Yeah.
Blueprint. After that, what's the other two?
Volume
Four,
3
four.
and 444.
444. Dope. Um, I'm gonna go volume 3, 444.
Okay. That's good. That's good. All right. Name the best woman to ever rap.
The best woman to ever rap.
Yeah.
Wow. Ooh, that's good. I mean, the old Nicki Minaj.
Okay. Okay. All
Good
right.
question.
Yeah, that's a good one. That usually is
Uh,
hard. All right. So if you can remember, what was the first hip hop album that you ever purchased?
might be Country Grammar.
Dang. You know what's crazy? I think Nelly is, I get it, but Nelly is vastly underrated, by the way, in hip hop history.
Yeah,
Like he had a run. Like if you would listen to
yeah,
Jay or Eminem, you was listening to Nelly at that time.
yeah. The Louis St. Lunatics was. Yeah, he had a
Hey,
run.
all right, this is a good one right here. Name the best rap group ever. And I'll give you
That's
some
rap good.
and I'll give you
Yeah,
some.
give me some options. Yeah.
All right, so obviously the one that comes to mind is Outkast.
Okay.
You got Wu Tang, if you consider them a group per se. You got Bone Thugs and Harmony. You got NWA. You got Public Enemy. You
I
got
mean,
New Age
I got.
Migos, whatever.
Yeah, I gotta go Outcast.
Okay, okay, I like that.
I never really
All right,
thought about it though.
all right. So here's another one right here. One must go. Drake, Meek Mill, J. Cole, or Big Sean.
Drake, Meek, J. Cole, Big Sean. Ooh. Uh, man, hey, Meek gotta go.
That's tough, and that's a
I
tough
rock with
one.
Meek, man, but Meek gotta go, man.
Man, that's a tough one.
The
Okay.
rest I'm light skinned anyway.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go there because Barry, y'all, you in between you and Barry. I'm about to live. I'm about to fight that one to the end. All right, this is the last one right here. So I think we kind of know, but we're gonna see between Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, or Drake. Obviously, you said Drake is one of your favorites that you listen to right now. But between those three, I'm gonna flip this question a little bit. Let's have some fun with this. Who is the best rapper between those three? Rapping, just rapping.
J. Cole,
Okay. Shout out to J. Cole, man. Carolina,
but
right?
Drake. But if we were gonna rank them as full, who I like better as full as artists,
Yeah.
I mean J. Cole probably last, but
Okay.
the best rapper, J. Cole.
Okay. Now I'm gonna add a couple more hip hop questions before we get out here. So you obviously said you're a big J fan, and obviously being here, I'm able to binge watch a lot of stuff on YouTube, and they were going back with some of the stuff, like some of the big time like rap battles and stuff and beefs. Now, during that time when him and Nas were both battling each other, did you ever feel at one point that Nas won that battle? Because I'm not gonna lie to you, prior to like I would say after that battle, I really thought Nas won the battle. What did you think about that? Because I remember he did Ether and everything. What did you
Yeah, I
think?
mean, honestly, I wasn't even older. I don't even remember the battle, so all I know is the songs now. Like I don't remember when they came out, and it was a battle. So anything was stacking up with Jay won it. You know what I'm saying? So as far as I'm looking at it, I wasn't old enough to be in the middle of the battle when it was going on. So I'm gonna stay out of that one.
There you go. There you go. Well, before we get out of here, man, I need you to once again plug all your stuff because all my gamers are in here right now. Everybody's watching. I need you to plug your Twitch. I need you to plug your ID, your Twitter. I need you to plug everything that you got going. So y'all make sure y'all go to Twitch because I'm gonna show you right now what it looks like while he's telling everybody. So
Yeah,
go.
man. Everything is universal. S. Curry, IG, Twitter, Twitch.tv/ S. Curry, SDOT Curry. I mean, simple as that. Come check me out. Come by this Twitch stream. I'm trying to stream a couple times, 2-3 times a week now. So pick it up
Yeah,
a little more.
and y'all be sure y'all subscribe to his Twitch, by the way. Subscribe to it, leave a comment, definitely do that.
Yeah,
So
come holler at me.
yeah, definitely holler at him. And maybe one day me and him will set up something like him. We'll do a private war zone where we get everybody in there, Mavs fans, and we'll see how everybody's getting. Because look, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I get asked this a lot about this, especially from fans. Is Seth really good at games? And I tell people all the time, I'm like, look, he played PUBG with me. I had been playing PUBG for like probably like months before he even got a hold of it. I literally came back from a week of not playing PUBG. He was already renting chicken dinners. So yeah, my Manskin game. I give him that. I've never he don't disappoint. Now a lot of guys I play with, they don't do as good, but he definitely is one of the best gamers. So man, I
Respect.
appreciate you coming on the channel and shout out to my boy Chris G. Shout out to Nikki, everybody who donated to the channel. But I
Yes,
definitely need
sir.
y'all to subscribe to his channel. I'm gonna make sure all this is in the link. Y'all be sure to look at it on Twitter. We'll make sure we get let's get this is the goal. Let's get my man Seth by the end of this month up to 3,000 subs. I think we can do that.
A lot of subs, man. Hey, y'all even got to if y'all subscribe that extra, just come follow, come holler, come check me out, man. Just you know what I'm saying it's hard times right now, but you come through and show me some love. That's enough, man.
Man, shout out to Kayleen. Shout out to Kayleen. I see you in there. I know you're doing your thing in college right now. Keep doing your thing. I see you out there. Shout out to everybody that's listening. We about to bounce. Steph staying here. I'm gonna close it down, but appreciate y'all tuning in. Y'all be sure to follow my guy's journey, man. Be sure to follow everything that he's doing. I know he got a lot of stuff in the works, so we definitely. I can't wait to. Hopefully, we get some word on a merch line pretty soon, which we'll talk about another day. I want to see that soon, so we can definitely plug it in. But I definitely appreciate all the NBA fans, all my gamers, everybody out here, and all my guys that are developers. Y'all didn't send over the merch to us so we can play it. We appreciate y'all. And we out. All right, I'm shut it down.